Hi everyone, welcome to day 17 of the best advice I ever got. So, today, the best advice I ever got is always carry yourself with confidence, even when you don't feel confident. Always carry yourself with confidence, even though you don't feel confident. I was just a young teenager when I began to run track internationally and go along on mission trips. My first big trip was to Russia, Poland, and West Germany with the US track team. Before I left, my mother took me aside and said, Madeline, you must project a level of confidence as you travel. There are unscrupulous people out there who will try to take advantage of you, and they will succeed if you let them. These people prey on the vulnerable and naive. Even when you don't feel particularly confident, act as if you know exactly what you're doing and they will keep their distance. This advice has helped me greatly in my public life as well as in my travels. I quickly saw that there are people who will try to talk to you, usher you into the wrong car, even push their way into your room. These people are not interested in your message, they just want to take advantage of you in any way they can. I believe that my mother's advice helped keep me safe as I visited many distant places with unfamiliar cultures. I pass this advice on to my students as I serve in my role as high school teacher and coach. Medellin Manning Nunes, athlete, minister, and teacher. Psalm 71:5. You have been my hope, O sovereign Lord, my confidence since my youth. Proverbs 3:26. The Lord will be your confidence and will keep your foot from being snared. Isaiah 32:17. The fruit of righteousness will be peace. The effect of righteousness will be quietness and confidence forever. Hebrews 13:6. We say with confidence, the Lord is my helper. I will not be afraid. What can man do to me? Named one of America's outstanding young women, Medellin is a gold and silver Olympic medalist in track. She pioneered the 800 meter for the United States by being the first and at present the only American woman to take home the gold in this event. In addition, she holds the American record, Olympic record, and world record in the 800 meter. She has been a member of four US Olympic teams, spanning a 16-year international career. Medellin has shared a personal testimony at the White House and on the steps of Capitol in response to the presidential address to the Olympians and American people. She has been inducted into the National and Olympic Halls of Fame and was honored at the 2000 Sydney Olympic Games as a legend in the stadium. Medellin currently teaches Bible and coaches high school track in Tulsa, Oklahoma. The best advice I ever got. 2. He is no fool who gives what he cannot keep to gain what he can lose. He is no fool who gives what he cannot keep to gain what he cannot lose. Missionary Jim Elliot spoke these words. He left them shortly after answering God's call to carry the gospel to the Arani Indians in Ecuador. He and his fellow missionaries were martyred. He did not hesitate to give his life, knowing that he would gain an eternal reward that could not be taken from him. People often miss the fact that we cannot hold on to earthly treasures, whether money, possessions, or time. But if we give them away, investing them in God's kingdom, we will have the pleasure of helping the needy and reaching the lost, and we will enjoy eternal treasures forever on the new earth. That is a win-win situation. We all want gain, but Jim Elliot sought gain that would last forever. That is what I want to. Jesus put it this way: store up for yourself treasures in heaven. Randy Alcorn, author and speaker. Matthew 10:39. Jesus said, whoever finds his life will lose it, and whoever loses his life for my sake will find it. Matthew 19:29. Jesus said, everyone who has left houses or brothers or sisters or father or mother or children or fields for my sake will receive 100 times as much and will inherit eternal life. Luke 12:33 to 34. Jesus said, sell your possessions and give to the poor. Provide purses for yourself that will not wear out, a treasure in heaven that will not be exhausted, where no thief comes near and no moth destroys. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Randy Halcon is the founder and director of Eternal Perspective Ministries, a non-profit organization dedicated to teaching biblical truths and drawing attention to and meeting the needs of unreached, unfed, unborn, uneducated, unreconciled, and unsupported people around the world. My focus is communicating the strategic use of our time, money, possessions, and opportunities to invest in need meeting ministry that counts for eternity, Alcon says. Before starting EPM in 1990, Alcon co-pastored for 13 years and ministered in many countries. A popular teacher and conference speaker, he has taught part-time at Western Seminary and Multnomah Bible College. Alcon is the author of 20 books and numerous articles for Christian Magazine. In addition, he has been a guest on more than 500 radio and television programs, including Focus on the Family. He is no fool who gives what he cannot keep to gain what he cannot lose. Always carry yourself with confidence, even when you don't feel confident. It is simple to understand. Very simple to understand. Always carry yourself with confidence, even when you don't feel confident enough. When you don't feel like I'm good enough. Carry yourself with so much grace because God is with you and is enough. One with God is majority. But the support of people are good, but don't let that be your priority. When you give everything you have to God, you don't lose any because nothing dies in his hand and nothing goes missing. He's faithful. He's a faithful God. See you in our next video. Always carry yourself with confidence, even when you don't feel confident. Even when you don't feel confident, carry yourself with so much grace. Not being proud, but that, yes, I'm good.